Hi, my kings and queens. I hope everybody is doing well today. I'm sending you love and blessings your way, hoping everything is going good for you. I'm going to start out this conversation reading Ecclesiastes 5, 1 through 3, okay? Guard your steps when you go in the house of God. Go near to listen rather than to offer the sacrifice of fools who do not know what they do wrong. Do not be quick with your mouth. Do not be hasty in your heart to utter anything before God. God is in heaven and you are on earth. So let your words be few. A dream comes when there are many cares, and many words mark the speech of a fool. Okay, so in that particular scripture, God is basically, to sum it up, he is saying, I'm the God of heaven. I see all and I know all, okay? You are here on earth, which I have made. So the things that you letting fall out of your mouth, do not let it be foolish, okay? It has to edify in some type of way. And so what we are seeing, because God has said many times before, death and life is in the power of your tongue. And they that love it will eat the fruit thereof, which means whatever you say out of your mouth, you are being accounted for. And so you better be very careful about your speech. And so we see this all the time. We see people just vomiting stuff, and they're not even understanding how it affects their lives. It is a direct reflection as to what your life is going to look like. For instance, if you want to talk down on somebody, if you want to try to diminish someone's character, you want to lie about them, if you want to just make up stuff about them that is not true, you're not hurting them in no type of way. You're actually hurting yourself, because you're the one who said these words. It's not the opposite. And so you may think that you're clever at the time when you're lying and slandering somebody, but you're not. You're really saying this about yourself. You're really harming yourself. And so that's why it's very careful. You got to be very careful to not say things that you do not mean, okay? You have to speak with intention. You have to use your wisdom and say, wait a minute. I understand that if I say something malicious, if I tell a lie, if I do something out of the ordinary and it's not honorable to God, I'm going to deal with the repercussions from that. Okay? And so you have to use your wisdom and say, I understand that God can hear, he knows all, and he sees all, and he is the one true God. So let's talk about the character of a liar, for instance. A liar is going to tell a lie to take the audience off of themselves, okay? They tell a lie to make themselves look better. Okay, because they're worried about appearances or whatever the case may be. So they will send something out of their mouth in hopes that it will not, no one will focus on them as a person. But the thing about a lie, and everybody knows this, is a lie has to be regurgitated over and over and over again. You cannot just keep that lie there and then it just goes away. No, that's not the way that a lie works. A lie has to be added on to, okay? And so if you start a lie, then that means that you have to continue to build on that lie until your lie gets really big, okay? And so you forget, because it's a lie, it's not the truth. You will forget what you said at the beginning, and that's a detriment to your life, okay? Because, yeah, that's not what you said before. What happened to the story type stuff. So that's the reason why it's better just to be honest. Just be an honest person. Tell the truth, because you can recall the truth. You didn't know that? You can. Okay? And then you don't have to worry about the truth coming back to bite you in your ass. Okay, so that's what God is asking us to do on this earth. He wants us to make sure that whatever we say is either going to be edifying, which means going to lift another person up, or going to be something that's going to be helpful to them, or we don't say nothing at all, okay? Because we're not going to tell a lie, because we are children of God, right? Because we don't have time to be building on our lives. We don't have time for that. Because we understand that God knows all and sees all. And so he will record everything that you said, and then he's going to roll it back to you. He's going to spin the block on you, and he's going to let you know, no, you said this. So you can't lie to God. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to other people, but you cannot lie to God. Okay? So that's the reason why we need to be very careful about what we say. We need to say things that are going to be promising to our future. We need to say something that's going to be good for our character. We need to say things that are the truth. And that's just period. Okay? And so I want everybody to make sure that you're starting to use your mind and think about what you say before you say it. Because death and life is in the power of the tongue. Okay? And so if you don't want to kill yourself in the process, stop lying. You know, it's not worth it. The end result of a lie or any type of negative talk or any type of foolish talk and too many words, the way that God describes it, it's not worth it. It's not. Okay? And so I knew this about myself. I knew I was like, wait a minute, what does God say about mouth? Because I used to have a big mouth. I still got a big mouth, but my mouth is different. It's for God. So, you know, we good. But anyway, at the end of the day, I knew that a lot of the words that I was saying out of my mouth, I recognized this. I don't remember when, way back when, long time ago. I knew that these words were injuring me, so I was very careful about the things that I spoke over myself. I was very careful about the things I spoke over other people too, unless it was the truth. I'm going to always speak the truth. It's never going to change. The truth is the truth. It's never going to change. And I'll put that scripture up there too. Anyway, I knew that I wanted to see something different in my life. And so I decided to be very careful of what words I choose to use and anything that against myself or anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to sit up here off top and do nothing to myself if it has to do with my words and my speech. I'm not going to speak against myself. I'm not going to do that. And so I want you guys to start speaking positive things over yourself. I want you to start, being honest, truthful, and just, saying things that are going to either help somebody else or help yourself at the end of the day. You don't want to sit up here and literally kill yourself by something that you said that you didn't have to say. Because once you say something, it cannot be retracted on no level. It cannot be retracted. Retracted means you cannot suck your words back up. Okay? It's a done deal. And so that's what I'm needing my people of children of God, true children of God, to be very, very careful. Okay? About what you say out of your mouth. And if you're around people that just want to sit up here and pop out all kind of stuff out of their mouth, not thinking about their outcome of their life, run from them. Like run like Forrest Gump. Like go. Like immediately. Don't even think about it, because you know that person right there is damaging everything in the environment. Because people can speak words over you as well. Which brings me to another subject. Stop asking people to pray for you, okay? What you are actually saying is, I don't have enough faith and belief that my prayer on my own is going to work for me, so I want you to pray for me. People will pray for your downfall. Do you understand? Yeah, people will pray for your downfall, okay? And basically what you're telling them when you ask them to pray for you is you're saying, I let you voluntarily pray for me. The way that you actually supposed to do that is say, can you pray in agreement with me? Which means I'm going to pray for myself, but if two or more come together, it shall be done under God. Okay? Now, with that being said, you need to go to God first and ask him for discernment about that person that you asking to pray with you or for you, because they could be praying for your downfall. You saying, oh, I'm sick, and you asking them to pray for you, but then they might say a prayer that say, let him get sicker. So you better be very careful about words being spoken over you as well, because these are things, okay? And so go to God first. Ask him for discernment if that person is a good candidate to pray with you in agreement. Not pray for you, pray with you. Okay? So I'm glad we got that out. Now, like I said, your words and everybody else's words can be damaging to you if you don't have any faith in God. If God is not present, anything can be said against you and it will affect you in any type of way. That's why you got to be very careful. But hopefully you smart enough to run to God and get a relationship with him so you can see those type of things coming, because see, people are reckless with their mouths nowadays and they're not even understanding. Again, you not hurting not a true child of God. You ain't hurting them. You hurting yourself. And you better be very careful about what you say about people. And don't say certain people's names, because God knows all and he sees all. And you better be very careful about who you talking about. And so I just wanted to leave that to you guys. Hopefully it helps you in some type of way. I'm pretty sure it will if you listening or whatever. But I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.